Stampers and oh my goodness. Hello, stampers and crafters. This is Keon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. Oops, I hope it isn't one of those mornings. But anyway, today is Thursday, and it's the Every Other Thursday. And we threw the dice last week or 2 weeks ago, and we have die cuts, birthdays, layering, and over the top. I really didn't do all that, but I did the best I could. So these are the cards that we are creating today. This I just call a silhouette card, and I had Blackberry Bliss on it and said, no, it's too dark, so I put white on. And then the next one is something that, for the most part, I copied out of the catalog because I'm doing a lot of that this week. So both of them just have a little saying on the inside. And that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to start off with the silhouette card. And I am using my Grassy Grove. And in the Grassy Grove, they have this absolutely beautiful tree background. So I wanted to do that, add the deer because it's snowing in Seattle, so I really wanted to make sure that we had the deer there and that it had this beautiful place because Seattle is such a beautiful place. So I also used these retired, well-written framelit dies. And on this, you can see, this is the basic white cardstock, and I added the adhesive backing. So when I take it off, all I have to do is pull it off and it comes off and I can stick it right on top of the card itself. And I have that, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like. I also used retired and one of my all-time favorite 6x6 New Horizon Designer Series paper. And again, this has some type of a beautiful meadow watercolor type paintings that have these, you know, you can just put into the picture what you see. Water, mountains, this beautiful sky up above, and then it has some type of just a single color on the back that you can use for anything. This is one of my all-time favorite cardstocks that Stampin' Up! Has. Love it. Again, all the dimensions will be on my blog, so just go to www.ktstamps.com and you will find the dimensions there. So I have my little deer. I think they're just so beautiful. I'm going to just open up my, no, I think it has to be darker. Open up my cardstock and just adhere towards the bottom. Yikes. I have to take this off. Okay, towards the bottom. And then take my little snips and cut off the extra. So my inside's ready. Now I just wrote a happy birthday, but I did not write anything on the inside or put anything on the inside because I want to make sure that I can make it special and specific. So then what I did is that I'm working on my glass mat. And again, this is fabulous because it is, I don't have to use my silicone pad anymore, even though I love it. But this really does a nice job of keeping everything where you want it in one place. Now, some people will say, well, why do you have this here? I have it here because it reflects, I don't know if you can see the reflection right now of my light. So if you just put a piece of vellum over there, it will cover that up. And all I am doing right now is just putting liquid glue, the multi-purpose liquid glue, just onto the trees. And I'm trying to leave some room down at the bottom, so if I can slide the deer in, I will. This, on the last one, I wasn't able to do it. And so all I'm doing really is tapping it. So it will just adhere. And then I'm just going to put it on. This beautiful scenery. Again, lakes, mountains, beautiful sky. And one of the reasons that I like liquid glue is because it's very forgiving. It forgives me for how I put on my paper. Sorry, I'm very distracted, I guess. And I have my deer, and I'm going to use glue with my deer. And it's just kind of walking through the trees. Oh, there, I can slide that underneath there. Just taking a look at her baby. And the baby's just right behind her. So happy to be with Mama. Love that. So then all I'm going to do is, I may have to get out and take my tool. Nope, I don't. And this is where the adhesive comes off the back. And then I'm just going to stick that up high. And then take the birthday and stick that right below. And then adhere with some of my Stampin' Seal. To the card. So pretty. Oh, so then I'm taking my Rhinestone Basic Jewels, and all I did was I colored them with Blackberry Bliss. I just did these nice little round colors, and I took my pokey tool and I put the birthday right on top of the eye, and then I just put two of them by the trees. This one I just wanted to have in the background, and over here, this little one I just wanted to have over here in the background, so you look through the whole picture. And that's my card. That's card one. It was just really easy. I love this. So anyway, card 1. And you know, I propped this up with, on the first one, my bad. I propped this up with some foam. So if you want to prop that up with foam, you can do so. My bad. So our second one, our second card is from the catalog. And with that, I have a whole bunch of stuff to get ready for it. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right, so with this, I used the exposed brick, and that is on the white right here. This is Pool Party. This is Old Olive. This up here is, Crumb Cake. This ink is the ink from Copper Clay. I use the fancy dies with the birthday, and then they come with this long slanted die tag, so I used it, and the birthday just kind of fit right in there. So I used that, and then here's my lazy days. And from here I did the pot of plants, I did the bird, feeder, and then it also comes with this trellis. So I added the trellis. And then on the inside, I stamped just a little place where we could have a drink or some iced tea. Also, the sentiment on the inside is from the very best occasions. And I did sending you smiles for every moment of this special day. So that's what I did. So again, this is most of the layering. As you can see, most everything is not over the top, but this was a lot. I felt like I took huge chances trying to figure out everything and how to do this and how to put it together. So we are I stamped everything on the inside. So I'm just going to put this over here so you can see it. So, Pool Party, we're just going to add that. And then we are going to put the dimensional piece on. And I'm going to put it on with liquid glue. Again, I don't like to put tape on it because I feel that it really takes the dimension out of the middle, so I like to just add glue on it. Try to get it even in the middle. And I moved it right at the last minute. There we go. Then I am taking my trellis, and I'm just trying to make sure that it stays and I know that it doesn't go all the way across, so I'm just going to put some glue in some areas. And see how it goes. There's not a lot of glue to it. and just stick it on. And then I shouldn't have added my other piece, but there you go. I may have to put just a little bit of glue right here. There we go. Awesome. And then we just start putting everything together. This is part of the die cuts. The die cuts from the dies that we have, they're just little leaves. And these I put on from the top down so I could make sure that I hid the bottom so it looks like it's one continuous. Flow of these. And I really like this card. I think that Lazy Days is such a beautiful, it's just a beautiful card for me. I really enjoy it. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to start it up high. And take this bottom one and hide it underneath here. And then I'm just going to turn it over and give all of it a good rubbing. And now I'm just putting it all together after I color. So on here, I wanted to do the bird house in some dark copper clay. And so I just kind of shadowed. I just shadowed the outside. And then what I'm going to do is take my light and just kind of outline everything, give it a little bit of color. And then I just added a dimensional. And I have to get out my handy dandy tweezers. I added just a regular dimensional onto the back. And I just hung it right from the top. I took the flowers and I did the old olive, and I just did circles, colors with the Stampin' Dimensionals. And it came out very light. And then I took my dark and I just went right through the middle where they were, just to give them a little bit of depth. And then I brought back in my dark copper clay, and I just did an outline. I did dark in between. And then, excuse my head if my head is there. And then I went back in with the lighter and the brush, and I just colored it in. Make it look like one of those old red ones. And this is what it looks like. I think I'm going to come back in with a little more of the dark. There we go. And I am just going to add a couple dimensionals. One at the top and one at the bottom. So it's pretty icy cold here in Seattle. It was amazing. We got our first snow yesterday. I love snow. It's so beautiful. And then I took my Calypso coral and I just gave the bird a little bit of kind of an orange. This is like an orangey pink to me. And all I did was just add a little bit of darkness on it. And then I added a mini dimensional, but on the mini dimensional, I cut them. So this one is half a mini dimensional, and it just fit right on the bird. These are a little bit older dimensionals, so they take a little bit of time to try to get the backing off. There we go. And then I just sat it down at the bottom by the pot. It's so cute. And then I did the same thing, taking some smaller dimensionals. And then I just put this right up here at the very top. And we're almost done. We just have, these are our 2003, 2005 in color dots. So I went with one of each of the colors. And this is copper clay. So my first one, I just added at the top of the birdhouse. The second one, I just added right here on the happy birthday. And then the last one, I just put it up here in the blue, so there's a little bit of a triangle on the side. And that's my second card for today. Just a nice little look that takes me back to living someplace on the lake. Just sounds awesome. So I'm in my big old shirt today. It's a little bit dirty, but it keeps me warm. So excited about that. Oh, let me go ahead. I have this, and this is my second card. So those are the cards that we made today. Now, guys, I hope that you will take this time when it's cold and it's snowy and lots of rain, lots of weather stuff going on, and put together some fun cards. Please feel free to case my cards, which means copy and stamp everything, okay? So that's what I love doing, and I really like to take this time to have you join me. All right, so again, we're going to throw the dice, and this dice is going to make a different sound because I have my glass top, and all I'm going to do are 4 of them. The other one is all about the color, and right now I'm not really into the color. I'm just trying to have some fun. So we're going to do fun folds, congratulations, coloring, and punches. So those are our cards for next week. So thank you, you guys. Again, my name is Kevon. My website is ktstamps.com. And the motto of my Stampin' Up! Life is creating cards for you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.